Chapter 2. The Haunting Truth. The darkness enveloped Emily, her scream dying out as the eerie silence returned. She fumbled for her flashlight, desperately trying to turn it back on. When it finally flickered to life, the shadowy figure was gone. Trembling, she knew she had to find a way out before it returned. She noticed a trap door partially hidden under a dusty rug. With no other options, Emily pulled it open and descended into the musty cellar. The air was thick with an earthy scent, and her flashlight revealed a series of old photographs and artifacts strewn about, all connected to the town's dark past. Among the items, she found a journal belonging to a man named Thomas Blackwood, the town's founder. His final entries spoke of a curse placed upon the town by a vengeful spirit after he wronged a powerful witch. The shadow in the woods was the manifestation of that curse, seeking revenge on the descendants of those who had wronged her. Emily realized that Sarah, like many others before her, had fallen victim to this curse. Determined to break it, she continued reading and discovered that the only way to end the curse was to confront the spirit and seek its forgiveness. Armed with this knowledge, she steeled herself for what lay ahead. Climbing back up to the cabin, Emily felt the presence return, more menacing than before. She stepped outside, the forest now eerily silent, and called out to the spirit, asking for forgiveness on behalf of her ancestors. The temperature dropped further, and the shadow reappeared, its form shifting and writhing. Emily's voice wavered as she repeated her plea, but she stood her ground. The shadow paused, then slowly began to dissipate. A mournful wail echoed through the trees as the spirit finally found peace. The air warmed, and the oppressive feeling lifted. As dawn broke, Emily found her way back to the town, exhausted but relieved. The townspeople, having noticed the change, gathered to hear her story. They were grateful, knowing the curse had been lifted. However, the forest would always hold its secrets, and the legend of Raven's Hollow lived on, a reminder of the town's dark history. Emily never found Sarah, but she hoped that her friend's spirit, along with the others, had found peace. She vowed to keep the journal safe, ensuring the story would be passed down, so the town would never forget the price of vengeance and the power of forgiveness. Epilogue: The New Guardian. Years passed, and Emily became the town's historian, dedicated to preserving its stories. One night, as she closed up the small museum she had helped establish, she felt a familiar chill in the air. She turned to see a faint, comforting shadow in the corner of the room. It seemed the spirit of the forest had become a guardian, ensuring the town's dark past would never be forgotten, but also protecting it from new threats. Emily stood at the edge of the forest, the journal in her hands and the first light of dawn breaking through the trees. The shadowy figure, now a comforting presence, lingered nearby. She knew that while she had uncovered part of the truth, many secrets of Blackwood Forest and the curse still remained. Her journey was far from over. Stay tuned for Chapter 3. The final confrontation, coming soon.